Hello there YouTube, and welcome along to Steve's coronavirus update. Oh dear. Anyway, welcome along to this YouTube video. In today's YouTube video I'm going to be talking about obviously lockdown, because this was inevitable really. This was going to happen at some point despite Boris denying that this was gonna happen, but England have now entered its second national lockdown, which is something that Boris has been saying for weeks and weeks on end, that this is something that the UK will not be doing, that the tier system will work. Well, he has in theory now been forced into entering England into a second national lockdown. Now, the second national lockdown isn't as harsh as the first national lockdown that we saw in the UK back in March. Obviously, schools, universities and colleges are remaining open this time, which means obviously that parents no longer need to homeschool their children for a month or 2 months or for a few months, however long. This time, of course, it is more to do with the fact that the pubs, bars, restaurants, non-essential shops have shut. And of course those staff members have been put back on to the furlough scheme. The national lockdown, the second national lockdown, started from the 5th of November, and at the time of recording this we are now in pretty much day 3 of national lockdown again. So far so good. You know, we're all coping, but once again we are all being told to stay at home, save lives, and more importantly protect the NHS as well, which is the slogan that we used back in March when we went into our first national lockdown. That was, after a while, that slogan was taken out and then a new slogan was replaced. And you know what, at that point I did actually think, well, maybe that means we no longer need to hear the words stay at home, save lives, protect the NHS ever again. But obviously, you know, expect the unexpected with the UK government and of course the UK. And when there is a second wave and we're being told to stay at home, save lives and protect the NHS, then of course that's what we've got to do really, isn't it? So like I say, the pubs, bars, restaurants, leisure centres or leisure entertainment sectors, they've all closed. Gyms have closed. Non-essential retail stores have also closed, so like clothing stores, toy shops. And to be honest, I know it's not a great time right now to be entering into a lockdown. I know that it's not great that these non-essential shops have shut, because that does mean that when we do come back out of lockdown again, then that does mean we're all going to be rushing to these non-essential retail stores again, just to buy everyone their Christmas presents, because this national lockdown isn't going to be in place for long. It is going to be put in place for 4 weeks. So it starts from the 5th of November, which obviously it has been and gone. It started at 1 minute past midnight on the 5th of November, and it will automatically expire on the 2nd of December. I mean, to be honest, there hasn't been exactly a time as to when the rules are going to be out. You know, they're going to be gone, finished with, let's say. But what I can say is, I reckon it will probably be, around about, I'm gonna say, around about maybe 11:59 on the, the 2nd of December, or it could be at 1 minute past midnight on the 2nd of December. Like I say, I'm not too certain, I'm not too sure. but obviously, like I say, the rules do expire from the 2nd of December, which isn't a bad thing, to be honest. Let's just hope and pray at that point that that this does curb the virus, you know, and the second wave does come to a halt at this point. In a way, I do kind of hope that that is the case, really, is that this does curb the virus. But I mean, right now, that's all that we can say. That's all we can hope. That's all we can really do, is just follow the rules very simply, which is stay at home, save lives, and protect the NHS. And we'll just go from there. Really, we will just go from there. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the lockdown rules in England, because these are the reasons why people in England can leave home between now and the 2nd of December. So you can leave home to go to work if you cannot work from home. So again, you're being advised to work from home if you can. If you can't work from home, maybe you work in a supermarket or something like that where you definitely cannot work from home, then you must still go to work. And obviously, if you've got kids, you can take them to school. Your kids should be at school because they do need an education, or if you are out doing volunteering. Also as well, you can also leave your home to take exercise or visit a public outdoor place. You can go out to do essential shopping for you, a vulnerable person, including click and collect, which is what a lot of businesses are doing under the new second national lockdown, is they are doing click and collect. Also as well, you can also do medical needs as well. That's another reason why you can leave home, including support groups. You can pick up or drop off your own children if you don't live with them. You can pick up or drop off children being looked after in a childcare bubble. To attend a place of worship, mostly for individual prayer or funerals. To attend a socially distanced Remembrance Sunday event. Of course, at the time of recording this video, the 11th of November is coming up. Of course, we do need to still pay our respects to those who lost their lives many, many years ago on Remembrance Sunday. Of course, Remembrance Sunday events are still going to be taking place in England, but they will be socially distant this year. So that's another thing. So you can also attend weddings in which someone is seriously ill and not expected to recover. You can also do activities around buying or selling a house. You can also attend visiting someone in your support bubble. You can also visit someone lying on their deathbed, or you can go to a funeral. You can also attend to go to the vet. So if you've got a pet that's poorly, maybe your cat's poorly, your dog's poorly, or something's happened to that pet, don't hesitate. You can go to the vet. The vets are still open. You can also visit a waste disposal or recycling centre, or you can visit a close family or a friend in prison as well. So anyway, there is also an asterisk next to you can go for exercise, which I'm just going to read here. So you can exercise or enjoy a recreation alone or with your household and or with children 13 years old or under. You're looking after in your childcare bubble or with one other socially distant person and children under 5. So those are the lockdown rules, really, in terms of when you can leave your home. Those are the specific reasons as to why you can leave your home. If you choose to leave your home for any other reason that you are not supposed to be leaving your home for, then you will get fined. It is very, very simple. The police are entitled to stop you and ask you why you're leaving home. And if it is not a good enough reason to leave your home, then you will face a subsequent fine for your actions. okay? So either leave your home and face a fine, or stay indoors, save lives, protect the NHS, and don't get a fine. That is pretty much the rules. They're very, very clear. They are very, very strict in a way, but you're not just helping yourself, you're also helping other people around you, other people in your community as well. You're just helping them out, and you are one person who is stopping that chain from continuing in terms of spreading the virus. So there we go. Now, I do want to talk about support bubbles, because obviously you can meet someone in a support bubble. I'm just going to very briefly talk to you about a support bubble. So support bubbles can act as one household, meeting indoors, staying over, etc. without the need to social distance. To form a support bubble, one of the households has to be an adult living alone or living with children under the age of 18. Once formed, a support bubble cannot chop and change. The household is fixed. You can't join a new support bubble if you were in one at any point between the 14th of September and the 5th of November. So childcare bubbles. When there is a child-children aged 13 years or under, a household can link with one other for childcare purposes. These should not be used for socialising or generally hanging out. Not a bubble. Established relationships, where there used to be some exemptions for people in established relationships. These no longer apply. When meeting outside the regulations specify when around other people, stay 2 meters apart from anyone not in your household. So there we go. Those are very, very simple rules for you. So there we go. Anyway, so that is pretty much everything that I've got to update you on, of course, in terms of the coronavirus update for today. I mean, obviously, this isn't something that really I wanted to sit here and talk to you guys about, is the fact that the UK is now in this second national lockdown. I do hope and pray that, you know, we do come out of this lockdown by the 2nd of December. Boris has said that, of course, you must also attend any health appointments that you have got, regardless of whether that is a scan, whether it's treatment or anything like that. You still must attend those appointments unless told otherwise by a doctor, a nurse, or anyone else in the NHS. But, of course, like I say, the only thing that you guys can really do, and I'm sure that you guys are doing right now, is if you are going out, make sure you wear a face covering, make sure you are washing your hands frequently, make sure you're keeping space from you and the other person that you do not live with, and also as well, make sure if you are not going out for any specific reasons, make sure you are staying at home, because you are saving lives, and again, you are protecting the NHS, okay? So that's all that I've really got to say on that matter. Who knows what's going to happen from here on in. Obviously, from the 2nd of December, we will then go back into our tier system, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. But let's hope at that point that, you know, that the areas of the countries where they had their tier 3 sections put in place, let's hope that they've now moved into tier 2, or possibly even positively more tier 1 at that point when we get to the 2nd of December, rather than going back into tier 3 again like they were prior to this second national lockdown. But anyway, let's just hope and pray that obviously we can still salvage Christmas. It might not be the same, it might be completely different, but like I say, I am going to be updating you guys every week on a Friday, usually on my YouTube channel, between now and the end of lockdown, just to kind of give you guys an update as to what's been going on with the government this week, and giving you my thoughts and opinions on those subjects as well. But anyway, that is all from me for today's YouTube video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to leave a comment down below, then please feel free. Let your opinions be heard on this coronavirus crisis. What are your thoughts on the second national UK lockdown? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you are a new viewer, welcome to my channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below as well. That would once again be much appreciated. But that's all from me. It's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video.